पंजाब किंग्स आर आरसीबी विदाउट विराट कोहली. आरसीबी में से विराट कोहली हटा दो, यू गेट पंजाब किंग्स. ट्रॉफी है नहीं, वाइब.
कुछ भी बोल रहे हो. मतलब we reached
Trophy
4
में
playoffs, man. We reached 4 playoffs. How many playoffs has Punjab Kings reached? मतलब you just can't ridicule RCB for no reason.
I'm muting the RCB fan here. Punjab Kings is, see why I'll say that is because विराट की वजह से ही पहुंचे हैं ना.
We reached.
Sorry, wait. Let me finish.
I meant RCB.
RCB. He said we because that's an RCB fan. I'm not talking to the RCB fan here. Punjab Kings. मतलब आरसीबी में से विराट कोहली हटा दो, the way they reach the playoffs, you get Punjab Kings. No vibes, no trophies, no Virat Kohli. That's Punjab Kings. So something has to change, right?
Virat Kohli and Preeti Zinta. Preeti Zinta on the RCB side.
Preeti Zinta on the RCB side. Oh my God, that would be a totally different level, right? Okay.
So we don't have a Preeti Zinta.
But the point is that they need to do something. You have 110 crores. These two, Shashank and Prabsimran, were no-brainers. But then they have to hit the reset button. And they have, kind of, right? RTM, unke paas 4 hain. Arshdeep, Jitesh, Harpreet, Ashutosh. Those are good options. Targets, Rishabh Pant. Yes, big target. Jake Fraser-McGurk, because of Ricky Ponting factor. Then Rabada, they would want to buy him back. I'll come to Aiden Markram in just a bit, but let's first talk about, this big thing. Arshdeep Singh. Punjab would want him back. There are so many teams who would want him. Gigi, let's start with you. There could be a huge bidding war over Arshdeep Singh. The surprise of the auction could be no 20 crore for Rishabh Pant, no 20 crore for any other player, but 20 plus crores for Arshdeep Singh. Your thoughts? Gigi, let's start with you and then we'll come to the others.
And we have seen how bowlers fetch a big price, at least in the mini auctions. And this guy is a world-beating bowler. I mean, we all saw how that penultimate over that he bowled in the T20 World Cup was equally crucial. Apart from the the overs that Bumrah bowled and Hardik Pandya bowled against South Africa in the final, he was absolutely outstanding. So I think I was completely surprised and shocked, beyond belief that how was he not retained by Punjab Kings. मुझे समझ नहीं आया कि यार आपको एक प्लेयर तो रिटेन करना था जो आपका एक वर्ल्ड बीटिंग प्लेयर है, एक इंडिया प्लेयर है, स्टार प्लेयर है, इंडियन टी20 टीम में रेगुलरली खेलता है, आई मीन व्हाइट बॉल टीम में, आल्सो दी ओडीआई. I was completely surprised and taken aback that they did not. But then they had their reasons. I think they wanted an extremely high sum for them to be. Maybe as happened with the case of Shreyas, reached a consensus on what amount to be sort of to be retained at. And so I'm not sure because without Arshdeep again looking to start fresh, Ricky Ponting पूरा शुरू से टीम बनाएंगे. I also have a feeling, by the way, that they might even go for KL Rahul for in terms of captaincy.
Captaincy I'll come to. Yeah, I'll come to captaincy in just a bit. Jitesh Sharma is also there. Yes, Reet, you're absolutely right. Again, this is not an exhaustive list. Sahil, Arshdeep. There's going to be a bidding war. I mean, not every team needs a captain, but every team needs a left arm pacer who can bowl at the depth, who's a World Cup winner, who has international experience, whose stock has risen very, very high, who's an India cap. I mean, आप count करने जाओ ना सारे franchises. You could have a huge bidding war. ठीक है, even if teams with a little less purse, वो भी enter करेंगे. Maybe they will not. Maybe they'll back out. Like somebody like an SRH, they might back out at 7 CR, 8 CR. But tell me one team which would not want an Arshdeep. Sahil.
He's going for at least 20.
Yeah.
At least 20. ये मतलब वो ऑक्शनियर जो है हमारी मलिका जी, वो सिर्फ ऐसे ऐसे देखती रह जाएंगी कि पेडल किसका काउंट करना है. किसी का पेडल रुकेगा नहीं अर्शदीप के लिए. He's gold यार. He's gold. Yeah. Penetration at the top, control in the final few overs, variations in the middle overs. He gives you 4 overs of absolute control. And he's an Indian player. So I don't know why Punjab retained him, released him. कुछ मैंने सुना था, चैटर हुआ था रिटेंशन फीस वगैरह को लेकर, वो मटेरियलाइज नहीं हुई चीजें. But again, he'll go for at least 20 यार. He will go for 20. अभी जितना चैटर, you are absolutely right. And for a change, I agree with you. कि ये शोर जितना केएल राहुल और इस सब का हो रहा है, ये देखना पाजी हड़प्पा करने वाले हैं, ये 20 करोड़ लेगा भाई, ये बॉलर में दम है। और इसके लिए कोई ये बात कर नहीं रहा, इसके लिए T20 अब खेल हो चुका है, इसका लेवल अब T20 में इतना ऊपर हो चुका है, 4 ओवर ये आंख पे पट्टी मान कर डाल सकता है। He's bowling with that much control right now, so he's gold to me.
Okay, let's take this comment here. Akhil says, yeah, this is the comment. Surely Punjab will use their RTM on Arshdeep Singh. That also means they wouldn't bid for Rishabh over limits since they need to build a whole squad. Okay, you know what? यहाँ पे auction dynamics आ जाएंगे. Again, Arshdeep is also a marquee player, and he is, I think, he is also in the first mark. No, first. Okay, you know what? Let's say कि Rishabh Pant nobody bids and Punjab Kings gets them easily because everybody is reserving their price for Arshdeep Singh. Srini, I want to come for you. Why the RTM would not work on Arshdeep is क्योंकि of that rule that we have. कि the bidding team can change that last minute, they can have that big addition. क्योंकि Punjab Kings, you would think, right? कि आप सोचोगे because every team takes auction dynamics into play. Punjab would say कि okay, you know what? हम इसको 18 CR पे रिटेन नहीं कर रहे, 20 पे रिटेन नहीं कर रहे हैं. What happens if he enters into the auction and it goes out of control? Especially with that rule, with that RTM rule, जहां पे आप arbitrarily last bid पे price increase कर सकते हो. Thoughts, Srini?
Yeah, I mean, that obviously kind of makes it all the more difficult for any team looking to retain. But why did Punjab let Arshdeep go? I mean, I've not been able to wrap my head around it in the first place.
Yeah.
You said Kavya, SRH will kind of, I don't know, in passing you mentioned 7-8 crore के बाद she may exit. वो 8 crore के बाद तो enter करती है. वो तब तक तो she doesn't even kind of look at her paddle. ये तो जाएगा लंबा. I agree with you and Sahil both, and I don't see any sense why Punjab had to let go of him. Yeah, that last lot of franchises are upset with that rule, okay, and kind of some one very intelligent guy gave that suggestion, and everybody fell for it, but eventually nobody else is happy with it. So yeah, I mean, from that standpoint, because it just I don't agree. There is no logic behind that. You the bidding stops. That's the final amount. Allow me to kind of. Then what is this whole idea of one last bid? No, अच्छा इसको retain करना है, ये तो मैं होने ही नहीं दूंगा. That kind of that kind of a thought process can set in. I don't see any logic with that.
Chetan,
Right.
just to add to this point, because Srini had mentioned about KKR advocating RTMs and not actually using any RTM now because they've exhausted it. So that was the उनका background इस move का यही था. KKR think tank, the senior management, they wanted fair market value for players, and to them the retention ka 18, 14, 11 ka slap didn't make sense, and that tweak in the RTM, that's where they decided against keeping any RTMs up their sleeve because
RTM, yes, because yeah, I think their hands were tied in both ways. If you read the auction discussion, जो भी आपका discussion हुआ था, if you read that right, I think KKR lost out big in that way. But we'll see what happens after the auction has settled. Manuja, one final thought on Punjab. The reason why I've included Aiden Markram here, or some people are saying Steve Smith, because again he's a big favorite of Ricky Ponting. दिल्ली में थे तो वो पैडल उठ जाता था 2 करोड़ में बेस प्राइस पे स्टीव स्मिथ आ जाता था आईपीएल में. That could happen, but my point is, in case Punjab miss out on Rishabh Pant, then somebody like an Aiden Markram or a Steve Smith or even KL Rahul, they become very, very attractive for a second option as skipper. Manuja, your thoughts, final thoughts.
Not Warner?
David Warner, yes, maybe David Warner as well. Who knows? Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, between Steve Smith and Warner, I'll probably look at Warner. And they can still go for Rishabh Pant and Arshdeep. Say 40.5 crore has gone there. You still have 70, which is much more than what many other teams have. So funds, I don't think will ever be a consideration for Punjab.
Yeah.
But for me, Markram should be a pick for as an alternative for Rishabh Pant in terms of captaincy.
Yeah.
And but I don't know why I have this feeling that Warner is heading to Punjab.